Royal blood in my veins, being fresh is my thing. My thoughts turn into actions with the force of a train. I manhandle ideas that make simple minds strain. It's genetic, we was put here to reign. Question authority, cause if we don't, it never will change. And use righteous nails to solidify mind frames. We stay in the lane, maintain the aim. Go against the grain, God's gifts you don't have to frame. You hear the legacy inside the name. Think skybox thoughts, we above the game. Freshest ideas and even better execution. Problem with the status quo, then this is your solution. Negash.
Peace and power. We're back with Readyo. That's Readyo, broadcasting from Detroit United here in our hometown, Detroit. Straight out of Detroit, feeling good. It's episode 45. This is our part 3 of the message from the grassroots, and we have some powerful guests here. One of your co-hosts, Mindful B,
Kojo Lee, Info Key,
and two of our powerful guests are Brother Rockland Hotep and then Brother Heru. And Brother Heru, go ahead, show us what you do.
Hello, everyone. Again, my name is Heru, and I would just like to share a poem with you all pertaining to police brutality and violence towards the black community. And here we go. Remove the shackles that's chained on me. Give me my papers so I can be freed. Give back my language so my tongue may speak. Call me my real name, not the one you gave to me. Tell me my real age, not the one you made for me. Give me my land back. You had crossed the sea. Tell me, is it open season on my black skin? Does my generation truly have an equal chance to win? Or do we still face the same injustice as did Rodney King and Emmett Till? Please tell me this nightmare is not a reality and this reality is not real. How can we deal from being 300 years a slave to still seeing my young black brothers unmercifully being killed live on CNN stage? Where's the outcry, the outrage? For when will this torture be caged? Hey mom, they're at it again from slave masters with whips and chains to trigger happy policemen with the black man in aim. What kind of evil game are we really playing? For no parent should be forced to bury their child, and no child should be forced to make a life or death decision at the hands of those whose job it is to protect and serve. Why must we neglect these words? Can we not see through time this violence has only gotten worse? Sips tea, but to you everything is fine, of course. Wrong, are we not tired of singing the same sad song? It is time for a revolution, and until freedom is fought for and won, we can never truly begin to understand its true beauty and love. Hotep, everyone. Thank you.
We need to start every show with that. That was hot.
Want to be our new intro?
Yeah. Hey, we ain't mean it, Brick. We ain't mean it, King. We didn't mean it. Man, that was powerful because, bringing you on the show, we're gonna get into what it is that you all do, but I didn't know that was a part, of what you had to offer to the community, and that's just. It's beautiful. Like it's just kind of a reminder not to put people in boxes. Like or those people that just do the radio show. Nah, we all do something different outside of Readyo. So it's good to thank you for blessing the space.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So our topic today is message from the grassroots. We're all familiar with Malcolm X's message to the grassroots, but this is a message from the grassroots. And I want to just open up the floor for y'all to kind of elaborate on this brand that's catching. It's catching, and I've seen maybe at least 3 people 4 or 5 people with these fly kicks on that are made by Detroiters, made, designed, and in this Detroit company that is producing kicks. So we can kick Jordan aside, and we got our own, Detroit brand. So tell us about this and how you got started with this concept.
Well, the concept actually was created in 2007. I was actually in school at that time. I was taking parts of business, and I was learning some stuff about Ethiopia. And I was in a what was it, like some kind of
Civics.
world
History.
customs and things like that kind of class. So I was learning about Ethiopia and some of their customs and things like that. And I found out about the word Negash. And I looked it up and found out what it meant, and I seen the opportunity to turn a negative into a positive. And I found out the word nigga actually came from the word Negash. Negash was one of the originating words. It started with injure, which actually means God, and then it goes on to Negus and Negus, and you have Negash. And they all are different leader roles in the community, from emperor to king to pharaoh to God. So found out about that word, and I was like, well, this is a cool name. It could actually be a brand, and this could be something that I could use to wake people up and teach them who they are, and so they can know themselves. So the brand is more so, I like to call it awakening more than a brand. It's not just a brand, but it's an awakening for our people, to know who they are and think differently, just so you're not just wearing anything and you don't really know what it's about. Like, I see people wearing skull heads and things like that with X's crossing out, and that's representing who knows what, I don't know what it could be death, some kind of evil style, who knows, but you want to, my whole thing behind the brand was to get people to wear something and know what they're wearing and know what it's about and what it means, and that it's historic. It's not only just fashion, but it's history in fashion.
I do want to fill the viewers in. So the pirate symbol, it comes from when they used to go and raid the pyramids in Egypt.
Okay.
Because you notice it's always a skull and cross, and that cross comes from the pharaohs holding their arms together like this.
Okay.
And so they're basically representing the robbing of our ancestors.
Okay. And that's something our people shouldn't definitely be wearing.
Exactly.
I didn't know that. I just learned something.
Thank you.
And so you were saying about knowing what it means. So, you want no shoes here? You might have to take one off, bro.
Yeah, we can do that. Actually, we should have brought some in.
We need people to see what we talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is the product.
Boom. And so, if I may.
Yeah, for sure.
So, can you tell us? I don't know if the camera can get that far in, but can you tell us what this symbol represents, so people can,
Okay. Our logo is actually the Deseret crown, also known as the red crown of Lower Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
It's the crown that the pharaohs wore before Egypt combined, when it was a lower and the upper Egypt. The Lower Egypt pharaoh actually wore that crown.
And so, when I'm looking at the crown, I'm seeing something spiral out of it. What is that?
The spiral is actually the uraeus. It's actually like a snake. It represents a snake, which actually represents the medulla oblongata.
Mm-hmm.
That's connected to our penal glands.
What about the glyphs or the metonator on the side?
The hieroglyphs on the side actually spell the brand's name. Negash is Negash in hieroglyphics.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And so, we're gonna let Coach O talk more. Talk about the. You talking about. You said the pineal gland, but like what's the significance? Like, you can kind of give our viewers what's the significance of the pineal gland, and then why is it so important that we be exposed to these types of symbols and messages?
Well, a lot of people don't know about the pineal gland. They don't even know that it exists. It's one of those things. Once you become awakened and you know about it, and you can feel that once it's activated, once you start eating different things and thinking different, meditating, you can feel the activated pineal gland inside your head, and you start looking at things different. You become awakened, I want to say.
Yeah, and they say the pineal gland is the seat of the soul. There's myths that teach that's how the soul enters the body through the pineal gland. The pineal gland controls our sleep and our wake cycles. It controls a lot. It actually literally is it's a third eye. It has cones in it, similar to your actual two eyes we see, but it picks up on, I guess you can say, a different band of energy. Our eyes just pick up on a small frequency of light,
That's right.
but the pineal gland picks up on energy.
Like he just said about the cone thing, if you search through his history, you'll see a lot of leaders carry pine cones on their staff,
The Vatican still does,
which represented the pineal gland.
And then the pineal gland actually is shaped like a pine cone. That's why how it got its name.
Right.
And I mean, like you said, a lot of the leaders, but I always even venture to say like I don't know, is it? I mean, I've seen pictures of like Buddha and other figures that have
see Buddha,
that
lotus
have
flower.
the lotus flower and the intricate designs of the pine cone.
If you study chakra, they show the crown chakra, and it has like they call it infinite petals. It's
Thousand petal lotus.
It is the pineal gland.
Yeah.
And so, again, back to the we were talking about in one of the other earlier part of this series, propaganda and media and the power, like this subliminal messages that's kind of healing our people. That we're not just showing. That was quick. We're not just showing the same old Air Jordan picture, but we're talking about kind of really digging deep into our subconscious to pull out that reservoir of history that we all still have access to. So this is like a what would you call it? Like a trigger point. This is like a I don't know, something I would look at and like, okay, I remember. I'm starting to remember again. So I just wanted to let you all share something that, like, what's been your experience now that you've produced this shoe and this line, not just a shoe, but this line. How is it being received? What places is it taking you?
It's being received great right now. Like when we first came out, we didn't get as much support from our own people that we were expecting. We were having mostly Europeans shop with us, which was crazy to me.
Crazy?
Yeah,
You see it so much.
it was crazy.
You want the drum.
Want to be us.
But now it's turned around, and our people are giving us the support that we need now. We've been getting support all over the country. Philadelphia, Chicago. Chicago is a big supporter. Detroit supports us a lot. Atlanta, Baltimore, we get a lot of support from Baltimore. It's a lot of places we get. New York, we get support New York, but some of our top 3 cities I have to say are Baltimore, Chicago, and then Detroit. And Philly will come up next after that.
Then like Atlanta.
Yeah, then Atlanta.
Okay.
And it's dope too that like a lot of people, they just get excited when they see this because I mean, it's like 45 million of us over here, in the States, but it's very few of us that own shoe companies that aren't like rich, like Jordan and which is Offset or Nike, but you know what I'm saying, like actual designed and produced by us, for us, that's not backed by white dollars, backed by white companies, or not endorsed by white people. Like this is strictly for us, by us.
Yeah, we're independent. Keith visited my home the other day, and he saw how actually we run the company from our home. Me and my brother, it's just us two. We do all the work. We from the top to the bottom. We do everything.
So can Peru, can y'all say more about like the shoe design and like that? I don't know. I know you can't take too much, but can y'all say something about what that process is? Whatever you could share with the people about what that process is. You're saying from top to bottom.
How does the shoe
get made from starting from the design of the shoe?
Well, I can probably explain more of that
Mhm.
because I'm the one doing all the computer stuff. He's handling
Oh, so
everything.
you design this in a computer?
Yeah, I do all the computer
Oh.
stuff. He handles like everything. He's the customer service guy. He's shipping the boxes daily. You know, he keeps inventory at the warehouse and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
but
okay.
if I can explain the process from the shoe, well, it all starts with the sole. This is our second edition of this shoe.
Message.
So, this shoe right here is made of premium leather. It's got a mesh around the toe front and on the side. It's waterproof. It's made also with suede on the tongue, and then we put patent leather on the back. This is actually the 2.0 version, but we're coming out with a 3.0 version that's actually a little different. It actually has a suede tongue. It's got another different sole on it. Everything else is pretty much the same though. And we even put the logo as far as putting on the gold buckles on the shoe. So
How many different colors of this shoe do you?
right now we dropped this one in a total of like 6 colors so far.
Okay.
But we coming out with more colors. Every season we'll be dropping different colors. We get a very small quantity of shoes. Like people think we really bigger than what we are. People think we this huge company. But Keith saw how small we are. We not that big. So when we get right, yeah. So when we get a small quantity of shoes, once they sell out, it's gone. Like so you get an exclusive luxury product that's one of a kind that's everybody's not wearing. You won't see it. You won't see our product everywhere, but when you wear it and people see it, they're gonna know what you're wearing.
Definitely feel that. How much they running?
They retailing for $150 right now.
Which is a lot less than Jordans. And people was waiting in line, standing in line for, not to cut you off, sorry, but just super quick. I think it's like extra special that we actually get to meet the person who make the shoes that we have. Like you'll never meet Jordan, you'll never meet the CEO of Nike, Reebok,
either.
right? Any of that. Like you will never meet any of these people, but yet you go stand in line at 12 midnight to spend $300 on somebody who doesn't even care about you. Like Chameleon there tried to take a picture with him, and like he basically cussed him out for just him wanting to take a picture with him after he just spent $10,000 on his jerseys, like, and he wouldn't even take a picture with him. So that just tells you how he feels about us. Like if he won't take a picture or even acknowledge another celebrity, what does he feel about the common man?
He took a picture with Macklemore.
Right.
What I was going to ask is there a certain reason why the shoe was the main, like why you picked the shoe versus like?
Well, when I came up with the idea, it was for apparel. But as I looked around, I was like, everybody's doing, t-shirt, trying to start a clothing line or a jean line. I was like, I don't see nobody doing shoes. So I was like, I'm about to go this route,
Mm-hmm.
And it worked.
It's beautiful because we do live in a time where the black community is looking for more black things to support. And so, like you said, you're kind of small now, but I can easily see this becoming...
Oh yeah, our demand has grown within the last 6 months. The demand is just tripled. Like, it's just crazy. The support we've been getting, it's been a large awakening of black people in just this year, just since the beginning of this year with all the, the injustice going on, is bringing us together, on social media, it's a beautiful thing, actually.
You need to make some of these and some combat boots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a few different designs
camo
about to
version.
drop.
I'm saying put a little stronger heel on, maybe a steel toe on this. Combat ready.
We actually got a construction boot dropping this winter. It's, some people say it's similar to Timberland, but
it's the
actually,
rival Timberland.
I think it's flyer than the Timberlands.
Of course it is. Of course it is. I don't want to speculate, but yeah, we gonna say it's better than Timberlands, it's just beautiful. Like Keith said, just be able to, be able to talk to the person that actually makes the shoes. We're not live from a sweatshop. We live from Detroit.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're not using slave labor. We are, supporting a small, a growing business enterprise, local, black owned, and it's a lot of pride there. I just appreciate the work and effort is to take something from thought to physical form and have people rocking the shoes. And like, our first guest had the shoes on. You know what I'm saying? What's up, African? So I see this as part of the new uniform. You know what I'm saying?
That's how we actually connected off of Facebook. Me and him. He actually purchased some of the shoes some months ago. Like, what was that? Like March. He purchased some of our shoes. He gave us a lot of support, man. He put a video on Facebook. It's got like about 75,000 views right now, and we got a lot of support off of that, man. And we appreciate that a lot. Shout out to What's Up Africa.
Shout out to What's Up Africa.
And so one thing I like to do, the last group is kind of big, but can you kind of share some of your story of how did you avoid the pitfalls society set up for you to fall into? Because that's important with grassroots movements, because as we talked about in the last setting, is that sometimes you get these people who want to be involved and you don't know where they came from, who they is, and that'd be the one person who break it all down and just destroys it. So just share some of your story of what it is that briefly.
Well, I'm from Detroit, so I had to cross and jump over all type of hurdles to stay out of prison or stay out the graveyard. It was rough coming up, but I was always just a visionary. Like, if I seen something or I visioned it, I always was able to bring it to life, some kind of way. And just growing up, I had a different upbringing. Everything was different to me. I grew up, my mom was Christian, so I went to church on Sundays. My dad was Islam, so I went to the masjid on Fridays. And me seeing both of those type of religions growing up, I just, I was awake at a young age. I seen the difference in them. I seen how this one was this way and this one was that way, and I was just, I put them together like, oh, they both are, controlling, and I looked past that, and kind of just did my own thing. And I educated myself a lot. Like, none of this stuff I really went to school for. I went to school for business, but I educated myself to learn how to create the shoes, to learn how to, import, export, and do different type of stuff that, I didn't learn in school. I just taught myself it. But I don't want to do all the talking. I want my brother to talk and tell us about his, his experience with the company and, what he do, things like that.
Excellent. We're gonna take a break and then come back and then really drill into some of the experiences, Heru's experience, and then maybe some of the experience with the customers. And you kind of alluded to What's Up African, and so we want to just kind of go into that once we come back.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And so again, we have brother Rockland and brother Heru from Aminet. I'm saying that right?
No,
Negash.
Negash Apparel and Footwear.
Negash Apparel and Footwear. Excuse me. And tell them where they can find you.
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We're on all the social media networks except Snapchat. I don't got that yet.
Negash.
You can search us on anything. Google. It's Negash. 83 is our website. 83.com is our website. But just search Negash, you'll find us.
Excellent. So we'll be right back after these messages. Appreciate your peace and power. It's Radio.
Tree, I need P.O. I see everything crystal clear, yeah. I need P.O. I see everything crystal clear. Got the shotgun ready and it's fully loaded, pump action. Extra ammo in the bandolier, all black like a panther named Lil Pop Seal. Shout out to the ghost, feel the spirit in the air. Third eye monitor, now I know from here to Santa Monica. The cops wanna watch me through binoculars because I'm telling you we royalty instead of commoners. New hybrids, young knockers and dominance. And what we building, oh yes, it's so prominent. Bought the same thing, come and join my conglomerate. Red, black, and green be the colors that I'm rocking with. King shit, customize my sarcophagus. Yeah, I'm on a mission and it's building black dominance. Alpha genes, plus it's melanin in me and make it obvious. And I'm proud head high, better recognize, bitch, you ain't dealing with no ostriches. Steals netted, both feet, never knees in the dirt. Never tell me I'm the goat like the prophet. Give pure fire, revolutionary awesomeness. Eternal flame burning bright, black power got me feeling marvelous. It's extraordinary how they marvel at my darkness. They say the flow like a novelist. I got pressure on my mind, psychologist. Giving you a dose of this confidence. Got me feeling great, I think I need my own monument. When my fists held high, better acknowledge it. Power to the people, it's a slogan, feel the ambience. Giving you my all till I no longer need oxygen. Even when my last breath is screaming black power, bitch. Super visual, clairvoyant, performing rituals, just a forewarning. Third eye magnified, everything absorbing. We rebelling, no conforming. Super visual, clairvoyant, performing rituals, just a forewarning. Third eye magnified, everything absorbing. We rebelling, no conforming. I got my third eye vision on Zoom. I'm analyzing everything in the room. Absorbing all the energy that y'all giving me. I plant the seed, watch it grow full bloom. Black harvest, yeah, that's a full moon. I'm a beast, got me howling like a wolf. Yeah, I'm far from a sheep, long hair, yeah, resembles that wool. You a fool, still believe in that bull. My radar detected, signals on full. Alert levels high, got the bird's eye view. I'm watching from a distance, really you should too. Scan your surroundings, make sure it's all cool. And next in order, perfection resumes. Black like the universe, Big Bang Theory on boom. Skin dark like the galaxy. I'm yelling black power, they gon' hit me on Jupiter too. I'm spaced out, turn the bass down, present it to you acapella. I'm just trying to give you what you need like patellas. No embellish, I give you nothing but the true food for your cerebellum. Take flight like propellers, watch me aviate. The new public enemy, turn of the century. But I make it feel like 88. Fuck the White House, young NWA. How the fuck we gon' survive when minimum is the wage? Must be dealing with this haters, only filling me with rage. When I'm seeing with my eyes, I just put it on this page. Step inside this booth and then I put it on display. I made a blast to my people to help them wake the ones still sleeping. I do it through the music, that's the way I know to reach them. Sing information through the speakers. Focus on the youth, I'm trying to reach. Super visual, clairvoyant, performing rituals, just a forewarning. Third eye magnified, everything absorbing. We rebelling, no conforming. Super visual, clairvoyant, performing rituals, just a forewarning. Third eye magnified, everything absorbing. We rebelling, no conforming.
Back live with Readyo. That's Readyo, broadcasting from Detroit United on Detroit's east side. And we have the crew from the brand Negash, Detroit business, black-owned business, and I just wanted to jump right back into it. I know you're going to share some of like the customer relations experiences of it, now that you're exposing people to this cultural, enterprise artistry, how people are receiving it.
I recently traveled to St. Louis, Illinois, and also Atlanta. And during my trip, I had the white hoteps on, and I had nothing but compliments and different people stopping me and asking questions about the brand, about the hieroglyphics, and even customers recognized the shoes on my feet. They said, "Hey, those are the Negashes. I seen those on Facebook." And on Facebook, we've gotten nothing but positive feedback from not only customers but also fans as well, thanking us for inspiring them to dream bigger and do bigger as well. And our customers love our customer service. They compliment us all the time on our great customer service. And we pride ourselves here at Negash on providing our customers with phenomenal customer service.
That's one of our key things. We try to give great customer service because it keeps the customer coming back, it keeps them happy. You can contact us anytime. If we wake up and answer the phone. We get calls all the time at night. So we try to give great customer service, even though sometimes we don't want to get up. Get up and answer that phone. Just to give every customer that great customer service experience.
And when can you speak to the CEOs of the company, that you bought the product from? Like, you can't call, if you have a problem with your car, you can't call the CEO of Ford or GM to talk to them to resolve the
answering
problem.
the phone every time. It's either him or me who you talking to when you call. They don't know, a lot of customers don't know that. They speaking with the CEO, but I'm the one answering the call with my brother. And we give like instant responses. Like, we try to respond quickly. People message us through Facebook, email. However we try to contact you right back instantly. Give that great customer service.
And we recently encountered each other, we exchanged products, and we posted a picture online, and like, you know, it got major feedback, like, you know, over 100 shares, almost 500 likes, and like so many comments, and like he personally responded to every comment. You know, people ask, you know, different questions about the brand and the product, and he personally responded to every comment. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like, most people, they get Hollywood or arrogant, and they, you know, won't respond, but he responded to every single comment.
It can get overwhelming, but
Yeah.
you gotta make
I
time.
might have had like a you know, like two responses and copied and paste, but he
Because a lot of those responses turn into sales.
That's
So,
right. That's right. That makes perfect sense. That's what's up. So how did y'all meet? Like end up doing this business together?
Well, we brothers from another mother. We actually met on Facebook. He actually,
Doesn't everybody?
he actually,
Man, it was about 2009. I just to speak.
it was like, yeah, about when we first put it was like at the beginning of 2010. We first put the brand out, and he seen the brand, and he just kind of came to it, and me and him just actually, we've been kicking it since then. Like, we've been like this since then. You know, he came over my house, you know, I gave him some shoes, and he actually started promoting the brand online. He was like one of the first people to share it when I put it out there. And, you know, he kind of just got it popping. It was just circulating. And we met each other, and we've been like this ever since.
And I'm sorry. To speak back to the great customer service. Also, how we met was I seen the shoes on a store owner's page, and something just spoke to me. Something about the shoe just spoke to me, and it spoke to my spirit. And I was just like, man, I don't know whose shoes these are, or what this company is about, but you know, I told the store owner, I said, I don't have a dime in my pocket. However, I will do everything in my power to make sure that these shoes are shown to the world and to everyone, like my brother was saying. And he actually seen that comment and got in contact with me, and then from there we again just, you know, we've been united and running this situation, you know, full force.
It's crazy, man. Facebook,
Yeah.
that's the power of it. Like, I mean, even though it's like made by the oppressor and that kind of stuff, I mean, it's a powerful tool. Like, I mean,
And I love how it's uniting black people now.
right.
We never been this united. We actually coming together for good things, you know, and it's good things come out.
I mean, just with the RBG profile pictures, like, I mean, that was just instant overnight uniting. Like, you know, it was during the time of the legalization of gay marriage. People started putting up the rainbow profile pictures. Then overnight, everybody RBG profile pictures, like, which is so sweet to see the solidarity. Like, so many people inbox me, like over 100 people. Like, how can I get my picture like that? So, you know, I did it for him, you know, through an app. But it was just crazy, like the solidarity. Like, everybody down my whole timeline with RBG pictures. It was beautiful.
Just think about the place that we're in right now. The Detroiters, like Detroit United. We in a place in Detroit called Detroit United. You talk about all of our stories, you know, how we, everything that brought us to this point right here, right now is powerful. And solidarity is no joke.
That's how I met Coach on Facebook. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like that. Danny, I think me and you, the only people that we didn't meet on Facebook. We might have met through a promotion of an event on Facebook though. I don't know. Yeah, that's powerful. It's powerful to be able to, you know, use the tools that are you know, that have other intentions to track us and do all these other things to unite us and then, you know, be able to create things like a radio show.
Just keep in mind the Egyptian revolution started with Facebook. Meeting at the square every.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. We were in Detroit, man. That's that is something that's so powerful. I mean,
When
this
you use the
media,
tool correctly is what it is.
when everything falls apart, that's the thing that's always going to be there. People gathering in the streets to talk about what we gonna do, what's up. You know what I mean? It's, you know, you can't always count on social media. It's gonna be face to face.
Speaking on what's up, so what's the next? What's up with the brand? What are we doing with the Awakening? What does the future look like?
Yeah.
Right now we took a break. We was doing fashion shows and doing a lot of promoting, but right now we kind of on chill. We kind of just developing the brand right now. Developing more footwear, more marketing material, more apparel. We got actually book bags coming out. In a couple months, we got book bags.
All the kids with the book bags. Gosh,
great quality. Like everything we bring in is gonna be quality. A lot of people complain about our prices, but I don't feel like our prices are that high. I think they're a little bit expensive, but you're getting luxury items, you're getting one of a kind items. You know, like some stuff that you're not gonna see everybody wearing. So I think it's worth it.
And keep in mind, a lot of the shoes that people buy nowadays costing more are made with slave labor in some sweatshops. So you know, these are the people making it right here.
We actually we do our production in Asia.
Okay.
I actually traveled over there in 2009 and met with the manufacturer. I actually have 2 manufacturers over there now. I actually be going back over there soon to just do some to improve with the development of the brand. But we're not for the slave labor thing. You know, we really want to bring our manufacturing here to Detroit. That's one of our main goals. We want to get a warehouse on on 4th Street where we got the docks and we got boats coming in. You know, we exporting our shoes that way. You know, we want to bring jobs to the city of Detroit. We want to really build a brand here in Detroit. You know, make Negash a Detroit home brand name. You know.
it's beautiful. One of the things that comes to mind is that this just went to New York, and enterprises all over the place. We came from a training where there are people being put in positions to start loan funds for cities, and I was one of those people from Detroit that got that training. So those resources are lining up, and the only thing I would say to you all is just get your ducks in a row when the floodgates open. And there's going to be some pilot projects for Detroit. So I would say get your ducks in a row. It's focusing on cooperatives, which is businesses that are owned and operated by the people who either use the services or are the workers in them. But I would just want to say that, continue to get your, ducks in a row, get your vision together, and there's just resources, they're there. We need this production, these jobs in Detroit. We need positive brands, and in Detroit we need to I hate this word, maximize, not to say capitalize. We need to maximize this exposure to Detroit while it's still the thing, because next thing you know, it's gonna be freaking rural Arkansas. We don't, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some other spot that's gonna be the hot thing. So, as entrepreneurs, as culture creators, and media people that use media to educate, keep all these things in mind. Definitely want to see. Actually, Brother Bryce is one that I first saw with your brand, and I'm just grateful for the full circle of everything. Full circle.
Some other things we're working on, we bringing children's shoes to the line. By the end of the year, we'll have some children's shoes, more women's shoes. We'll have something for everybody.
Excellent. Baby Negash.
Yeah, too.
It's power in especially having the babies and the youth wearing our shoes, because a lot of times brand recognition, if you see a logo, an image, your mind is set on that logo or image. So if out the gate you place our shoes on your children's feet, it's going to give them a sense of pride and ownership of self, you know, a community self, and they're going to have a sense of pride at an early age to feel like, man, my people did this, we capable, we did this, and it's going to inspire them to want to do it as well when they get older.
We definitely want to inspire other people to start businesses and, you know, even shoe companies. Like, it's easy. I tell my brother all the time, he always say, man, I'm proud of you, you know, this and that. I ain't getting nothing nobody else could do. Nobody else, they just didn't do it. You know, if you take the time when you want to do it, do it.
It's
that easy.
It's like super powerful that you use the hieroglyphs on the shoes or meta on the shoes, which is pictorial representation of words, because so many of us identify brands by the logo. So that's like super dope that you know, it's pictures in word or words in picture form, which is the meta. Like that's just super powerful in itself, because you know, like if you see the arches, like you know that's McDonald's, or whatever, you know, the swoosh, you know that's Nike. Now you see the metal netter, we know that's Negash.
Everybody, studio audience is like, woo! appreciate that energy.
We want people to know when they're wearing our crown, like, when you're wearing this crown, this gold crown here, we want people to, you know, feel a sense of royalty or a sense of themselves. A sense of, you know, I am somebody more than just what the media displays in class, or more than I can, you know, we want people to be more than rappers. We want people to be more than just, you know, drug dealers. We want to, our brothers especially, we want to wake them up. You know, you can be whatever you want to be, anything, from an entrepreneur to a doctor. That's what we're trying to get the young brothers to understand.
I mean, that's the power of this show, because we can represent ourselves however we want to. Like, we don't have to wait on Channel 4 to come and do a story on us, or wait on the Detroit News to write an article. Like, we have the Uhuru Coalition Pride newspaper for, newspaper that we have, or newsletter that we have that we send out, you know, all over the United States. So we can write articles if we want. We also have access to the anti-media. We have access to the Pontiac Tribune. Like, we have all of these media outlets that we can get our story out however we want to. So it's like, you know, if we didn't have Readyo, how would we get the story out about Negash or about What's Up African or New Era Detroit? Like, we would have to wait on somebody, and then who knows what they might say, because that was one of the things that they said when we were out in the streets, that if the news media came, they would say, oh, this is a right. But it's not. Like, you know, we were solidarity taking over the streets and just showing people that we are out in the community. But the media twisted into a whole different thing that is really not.
Just like the Black Lives Matter thing, they kind of twisting that now, making it seem like it's terrorism.
Like it says, only Black Lives Matter. So.
You want you to say, all lives matter, cops' lives matter.
Yeah, we gotta really come together and support our own and have our own everything. That's the only way we can monopolize and get out of that, you know, that system that they got us in.
Yeah, one thing I know, I haven't been on the show for a year, but just having the show here for a year and being a part of it as long as I have, and having different people come in, it's definitely shifted my concept away from thinking life was, you know, oh, there's no hope. I mean, today we had 3 different people coming here supporting 3 different energies that the proof is there. Like, people can pretend, oh, I'm upset, but if you watch the show and really understand it, you can see that the game has changed. We're out here doing the work now, and it's you know, it's just now it's a snowball effect.
That's right.
Thanks.
Yeah, so before we go, could you tell everybody how to get in touch with you? All of that.
Well, you can search my name, Rockland Negash. You can find all about me, my bio, my past, my background, what I've been into, what I've done, how I got started. It's ROCKLIN And Negash is Negash. And you can search the brand on Google, Amazon, Bing, it'll come right up. Shit, right at the top.
And mine, you can search me again on those outlets as well. My name is Peru. That's spelled Jarreau. And last name is Gash, Negash. You can find me on Facebook. Instagram is Dream Fresh Michigan. That's DreamFreshMI. Your Instagram?
My Instagram is just Rock. Just search Rock.
I mean, even that's dope, like to say, I don't want the name that was given to me that we know that's attached to the oppressor and all of that.
Well, actually, that's my name.
Hotep?
No, Rock.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Hotep, yeah. I actually adopted that name from, just actually studying, and I read Batai Hotep's. You know what book I'm talking about?
The first book.
Yep, that's where I got the name.
And what about you, Peru?
That's my middle name.
Wow, spelled like that?
Yeah, I actually told him. I told him that the J can sound like an H, so he called it Jeru, but I was like, it's holy. The H is, the J is the H.
Jerusalem. Let me be quiet. 26.
Next episode. So yeah, we just pretty much knocked it out the park with this this message from the grassroots series, where we got the Negash, we got the people that creating their own brand, own shoe company. We got New Era Detroit, moving the people, like going to the streets, taking it to the streets, right to your face, right to your doorstep, with solidarity and accountability. And then we have What's Up African, bringing back this ancestral energy in the form of media, in the form of shirts, in the form of just a reminder, just a mental reminder that, and all of this is just goes back to the pyramid of entrepreneurship, culture, and black nationalism or black identity, and the healing that is present when those are all connected and locked. And so just want to thank you all, Negash, for coming on the show and claiming future solidarity and building these brands together. Black-owned media, black-owned shoe,
All black
apparel,
everything.
all black everything. So just thank you very much. Shout out to Detroit United. 13313. That's so Detroit. That's so. How y'all even get that address?
Crazy.
So we are so Detroit right now in Detroit United. For those that don't know, I can't even tell you if you don't get it. 13313 Harper, Detroit. This is Readyo signing off. Mindful B,
Coach Jolie.
Info Key.
Cover up.
Rock.
and that's our segment. Message from the grassroots. Peace and power. Black power.
This is the new book of Genesis, Holy Toledo. Rewriting the scriptures of Hugu supremacy. This is the rise of the Negro. African man, woman, and child. I'm only 1/3 of the trio. Born of the earth, infinite worth. I'm here to empower my people. I'm in a constant state of war. My adversaries want my life. I was told the world is yours. I'm down to mutiny tonight. I'm in a constant state of war. Big barrel and pharaoh's apparel. My people in peril. My people in peril. We can't afford errors this era. We marshal our money. We vote with an arrow. Can't negotiate with them. It's always a catch. Larry Fitzgerald. My company come to your door with the plan. Singing in unison.
listen like Christmas carols. Puff this weed with the Justice League, assemble the black superheroes. I love my city, but niggas be crying. They wine in the glass, no pino. My mission the same, I'm fighting the dragon, no time to be swatting mosquitoes. Beware of your ego. Get you some money, but speaking no evil. The book of Genesis, Holy Toledo. Rewriting the scriptures of Ugu supremacy. This is the rise of the Negro. African man, woman, and child. I'm only 1/3 of the trio. Born of the earth, infinite birth. I'm here to empower my people. I'm in a constant state of war. My adversaries want my life. I was told the world is yours. I'm down to mutiny tonight. I'm in a constant state of war. You came in this world a winner, the strongest of sperm. We busted through condoms, pay dues to exist here. So when it get real, I'm like Hakuna Matata. Got a queen with the kinked up hair and the big derriere, and the thing like a cider. Our energy's quantum.